All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome Tuesday. Hopefully everybody's excited. We are getting the blitz. The blitz. I call this the blitz. You know what the blitz is? Look at this stock. I mean, everybody was in the pre-market. Should have did phenomenal with this stock in pre-market. This one just came out of nowhere. This is the 8:30 blitz, okay? And we all found it. If you were here at 8:30, cyber group traders, you're already in there. You know, if you're watching on social media, you just got to click on that little QR code on the top left-hand corner and get in there. But AISP, this thing just ran from $1.70 up to $3.40. Even if you showed up 15 minutes late, okay, and you showed up at 8:45, you chased it at $2.50, it ran to $3.30. If you got out now, you did phenomenal. I know a lot of traders did really well on this in the pre-market. This is what we wake up in the morning. We haven't had a stock this simple, this easy. And I hate to use the word easy. You know what the hardest part about the word easy is? Hitting that button. It's taking that mouse pad and just clicking that little button right there. That was the hardest part. But great run up. I mean, like, it has everything that we were looking for. Good spread, good tier sizes, good volume, everything, good iceberg orders. I'm going to check that stock out, include a few others that are out there. But before we do that, like as usual, let's go talk about what happened yesterday. Let's talk about what's coming up in the market and what we're going to look and see if we can find more stocks like AISP this morning. Now, regarding about the big news yesterday, if everyone was watching me on NASDAQ, okay, I was on the NASDAQ show last week. What I was talking about was Bitcoin. We were all over it. Bitcoin was literally less than $500 to $1,000 away from an all-time high. Now, you know, we're not big fans of, we don't trade Bitcoin really here, but we do trade certain stocks that do really well with Bitcoin, okay? And there were some, it was kind of weird because some of the stocks that the miners didn't really move up as much other than one stock and one stock only. And that was Coin. Coin was probably the best mover. Coin actually went up more than Bitcoin percentage-wise. This is at 120. We're right at 233. That's almost a double. That's like Bitcoin going for like, I don't know, when we saw it around that time, it was like 42,000. That's like Bitcoin going to 80, 90,000. But Coin is really benefiting from it. One of the stocks that were on our swing trade did really well on it. And it's just, and believe me, if you think you're chasing Bitcoin, listen, we have to go back into 2021 to find any resistance levels. And, Bitcoin obviously has that. I mean, Coinbase has that little resistance right there. Coinbase is going back on the swing trade. Now we're breaking highs. And, obviously Coin, it has a lot to do with what's going on with Bitcoin. But the other stocks did not do too well. The miners didn't do too well. Mara didn't do too well. CLSK did not do too well. They did run up recently right here from 750 to 22, but they didn't do too well. But we are going to keep an eye on some of those stocks out there. And also, everyone thinks that they missed the run up in Bitcoin. Maybe some of you want to trade it. I know it's very expensive. I don't know. There's some talk that people are going to start. Maybe this is going to trickle down to other coins that are out there that might pick up. But I would be very, very careful on those. Those are a lot more speculative than Bitcoin, because the difference is you can mine more of the other stocks like Ethereum and other ones out there, Asana, all of them, but you might not do it. You can't do it on Bitcoin. That's one of the reasons. I mean, there's some rumors going on now. People are already predicting. I was saying 100,000. Now people are already at 250,000 already talking about. So, and also it's doing pretty well as gold. Gold obviously has finally broke out of that major resistance of 2,000. I think last time I checked, gold was at, wait for the ticker to come across. I think it was right around, oh, there it is. Yeah, we're doing pretty good on gold. We're already at 2,133. We're up about $7. So a lot of those currencies obviously are doing pretty well. But that's not our big thing that we teach here. The big thing that we focus on mainly is certain stocks. So let's talk about some other stocks that we also did trade besides some of the mining stocks you could have short. But there was a couple other ones that did really well. I want to bring up some of them right now. Ocean was a really, really nice stock yesterday. You could see it right here. Very inexpensive stock. This one literally went from like 50 cents. It's already at 450. And no, it's not a penny stock. Okay. This is a NASDAQ national. We had iceberg orders and everything else, but the stock did a great job. Went from literally from 230 up to 350 all the way in the afternoons, literally about 100%. Really, really nice move yesterday on Ocean. BBAI, the AI stock, this has been doing fabulous. This one's at $2, already at $5. You know, you keep talking, you know, we keep talking about these other stocks that are out there like Coinbase, expensive, you know, Bitcoin. But you know what? It's all about percentage movement. You could have made a lot more money. You could have bought a lot more shares at BBAI, you know, than, you know, trading coin if you can't afford it. But this stock obviously doing really well. I still like this stock a little bit because it's doing what we call channeling. The longer it channels, the better it is. So I'm putting BBAI back on the watch list, BBAI, because now I'm thinking it's going to probably be a little bit more of a swing trade. But remember, back last year, this stock went from $2 up to $6, and it came crashing down. Not really a fan of that, and that was pretty much around the same time, about a month prior, than what it's trading right now in March. That did that back in February. Looks like it's doing the same kind of trading pattern. But all those couple stocks that some of you missed yesterday, which I thought was absolutely fabulous. Phantom, that was probably the best trade of yesterday. Now, remember, if you are a fan of President Trump, you're anti-President Trump as traders. If you are anti anything, trading is not for you, okay? Because if there's a drug out there that you're anti-vax, I'm like, I would have. You know what? Go short Moderna. When you know, I'm not taking that stuff. That stuff's gonna, yeah, go short it and look what happened to you. If you watch the videos that I've done in the past, that stock was at $20. Wait, it run up to 500. How's that working out for you? But this stock right there, this one right here, the reason why this one went up so much, because maybe some of you would wish that, oh, I can't believe the Supreme Court just ruled 9-0, you know, to allow him to be on the ballot, you know. Now, that's not your decision, okay? The decision is you could have made money trading PHUN, which has a lot to do with it, which is trading with DWAC. And sure enough, that was absolutely a phenomenal, phenomenal run up. This thing, when that news came out, and it was pretty much around 10 o'clock, right around here, you could see it. Boom, it ran from $11 all the way a whopping $16. It was a phenomenal trade. It was a great trade. And you know what? It's holding there steady. That is going to go back on the watch list also. And it could be more of a, maybe a swing trade. Now, remember, they did I think it was a 50-to-1 reverse stock split on the stock right here. So that's the reason why it's up a little bit. If you remember on site about 2 years ago, that was when DWAC actually came out, that this was a subsidy stock of it. Anyway, let's go through the watch list and see what's going on and have some fun, right? So let me go back and change this to a book viewer view. And now, by the way, I don't know if you guys have saw it. I've been posting some new videos regarding, you know, book viewer. Hopefully everybody here is subscribed to our YouTube channel. I know that some of you here are watching live on social media, but make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Instagram, our X, our TikTok. Please watch those videos because I'm starting to pump them out to kind of educate you a little bit more how to use it. You know, it's an important tool. But let's go over the stock that we're looking at. Let's start off with this AISP. So AISP had some pretty decent iceberg orders. There was a big seller around $3. He got filled. It came right back down. And if you look around here, it looks like it's hovering right around that price right now. So AISP is going back on the watch list. You could see I had plenty of time to get out before we got started. But I see there's a 10,000 share buyer down here. I see another 10,000 share seller out here, another 10,000 over here at 325. So we got some really, really good iceberg orders on that stock. This one, a little bit expensive. I don't like the tier size. I'm going to scratch this out. RGNX, another stock, ugly spread. Phantom, we already know about that. That's already on a watch list. Dave, I don't know what's up with this stock. This stock has been on a really, really good swing trade. I mean, really awesome. Problem, don't like the actual movement in the stock. Very, very shallow. KS, we saw this one. It's a pharmaceutical stock. This one did pretty well, but I don't like it because it popped at 7 o'clock this morning, went to $8, came back down to $6. That right away tells me it's a very, very ugly stock, very volatile. LVTX. This one doesn't look so bad. Good volume. Let's look it up on level 4. AVTX. All right, so you got a 12,000 share seller right here. Looks like you got a couple of decent iceberg orders. It is channeling right now since 8 o'clock. This one is not terrible. LVTX, another nice little pharmaceutical stock. And what else we got here? We're at 10%, so that was scratch. Wow, that's not a really good sign when we're at 10%, and we're already at the 11th biggest percentage gainer in the market. Losers, pharmaceutical stock. This one's getting crushed. We know they don't come back, so don't think you're going to get a bottom fish on that one. This one's a little too expensive. Fufu, that's the one we saw yesterday. Remember? That was a pretty good mover. That stock got halted so many times. Obviously, being on the big percentage gainers, they show up on the big percentage losers. RNXL, okay, I'm pretty much done there. Pay, let's go on New York Stock Exchange. Not really that good right there. FMS, Target's moving. Target, wow. Target, what a big comeback. Look at that. That stock got destroyed back in the holiday season. Was around $110, came only at 160. Wow, Target obviously, it must have been earnings announcements. It looks like an earnings, but that stock has done great. What else we got in New York? Usually we don't get really good pre-markets in New York. Any good losers? Nothing really there. Most active. Yeah, this starts to look like it's on a downtrend now, so we want to be careful. This one right here, Tesla, obviously, that was another thing too yesterday. A lot of the EV stocks got crushed. Not really looking too good. And you know what was crazy? Apple's getting a little beat up too. AAPL, Apple's just getting really hammered here. Apple looks like it's getting close to a really, really good buy right here on $1.70. I know that you talked about that lawsuit, the $2 billion lawsuit that happened in EU. And I mean, but everyone says like $2 billion. What the hell's $2 billion for Apple? It's $1 trillion company. Okay, it's 1,000 billions. Okay, so what is it? Half of a quarter of one of their quarter earnings. But it is coming to some good support levels. I'll keep an eye on that Apple trade on a swing trade. But I'm throwing Apple on that watch list right there. AAPL. All right, so a couple of things, couple announcements. We got to get ready for class. So I got phase 3 today. So if you're a student, we just posted a link up there. If you're a student of CTU or you're not and you want to learn how to get in it, that's where we're going to do live trading. Take everything we've learned. It's going to be recorded. It'll be on your dashboard. We have Traders Talk today. So don't forget at 11 o'clock, once we're done with class, we're going to broadcast live on social media. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring that bell and give us a thumbs up so you know you're actually going to get those alerts. That's one of our most popular classes of the week. And then we have a bunch of little events that are going on this week. We got Top Gun options. We got BK Forex that's coming on. A lot of great speakers coming on this week. So just make sure you look out and subscribe to the channel and register for those events. And if you can't make it, don't worry about it. It will be on your dashboard. It will be on our social media so you can watch that recording. Let's get ready for the market, everyone. I want to get ready for class. I got less than 15 minutes. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Josh and Rich are going to take care of you while some of you will be in with me in class. And once again, on social media, we'll see you back here live every morning, 9 a.m. and at 2:30 and today at 11. And don't forget that QR code on the top left-hand corner. Just take it, skew the scan, and we'll get you in the trading room. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading and be safe.